Top of the day to everybody. Top of the evening, top of the night, top of the morning, afternoon, wherever you are. It's Crypto Wonder. We're going to talk some DeFi talk. First of all, I'd like to say reason why you see the title, stay with it. You know, our creative, illustrious member in the ecosystem, Westcott Crypto, just dropped his latest rendition of staying true to the core, right? True to the core of what you believe in, especially in this ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? Staying close to the principles that have worked, the principles that have been tested, that are tried and true with respect to real cryptocurrency and how to utilize these cryptocurrencies to benefit in the long run. Got this joint. I call it stay with it because it's just to me it's just fire. Y'all gotta check it out. This is his latest rendition. It's just fire, man. It's just what it is. Salute to him. And we're gonna stay with it right now in this episode. I'm not keeping y'all too long. And every time I do that, it's like I jinx myself. When I say I'm not gonna stay too long. What does that even mean? I'm not gonna stay too long. It's arbitrary. These imaginary concepts. Stay too long. Stay too long for what? You know. Salute to you too, Godfather. Hope you're well as well. Doc Love in the building. You know, we're gonna stay with it. You know, again, stay true to real crypto. And so, you know, this idea that you have certain people just sow seeds of confusion, sow seeds of lies, and to try to create division. You know, they say that if you want to just take the stance of believing in the tokens that Richard has created, that you're against builders, you're against everything else. For me personally, that's the furthest thing from the truth. It's foolishness, it's nonsense, it's empty rhetoric. It's just sort of like a tactic or a strategy that people put out there to cause a divide, right? And to isolate, right? Separate you from their position and to target you as someone who's a gatekeeper or someone who's unwilling to broaden their worldview, right? Someone who's resistant to change in a way, right? Just weird. That's not the case, yo. For those of us who've been in cryptocurrency for a very long time, we understand how this game goes. We understand what this is all about, you know? And again, when I speak about things, I do offer some of my ideas, but most of the time I'm speaking from a premise of something that's solid, factual, verifiable, you know, things that you can like draw from, and it's more firm than what I feel. It's stronger than an opinion, right? It's not about what I feel, you know, because you could listen to me till you're blue in the face, and I don't know why you would listen to me anyway, because I know nothing. But you could listen to me or anyone else talk to you about anything. If you can't go back, right, and do your own research, Christian Dior, Do your own research on your own time to see if what's being said has any type of validity to it. And that's on you if you don't do that. But a lot of times what I talk about, you could go back and see and check for yourself, because that's what I like to stand on. I prefer to stand on a firm, solid foundation than some type of weak, frail footing that's going to fall apart because it's all based on my feelings. Feelings come and go, they're fleeting. Get out of here. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Okay? Like, folks, y'all dismiss, and I'm not talking about my viewers here, but many people dismiss certain things that have occurred up to this point in this ecosystem as if it doesn't hold any merit. You don't think 100% uptime holds any merit as far as hex? Then you don't belong in the space. Not even this ecosystem, in the space, period. You don't believe flawless operations, uninterrupted. Uninterrupted. No one decided to turn hex off. No one decided to halt, stop, pause, whatever term you want to use. The thing just keeps working. I'm not a developer. I'm not a programmer. I just know when I want to buy a car, I want to know that car is reliable. I want to know that car is going to do what I ask it to do or what I need it to do. I'm not going to be too worried about how the machinery, the mechanics, everything under the hood was put together. I just want to know it works. Let me put my key or press the button. Oh, it's working. It's a go. Let's go. Because that's me. Some other people, they have the interest. They want to go under the hood of the car and make sure everything is connected properly. That's on them. Salute to the people who have different interests and want to know and learn about the deep-seated aspects of this technology. Because if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be where we are right now. But I know my limits. And I just want to know, if I get into this vehicle called Hex, that it's not going to just break down on me. That it's not just going to just all of a sudden again stop paying yield when I lock the joint up to offer me consistent 00 UTC cha-ching. Consistent 00 UTC cha-ching. Whether I am hungry, whether I am tired, whether I am happy, sad, active, passive, whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I think or feel. Many other smart contracts in this space that purport to offer yield. How many scams have come and gone last year alone, and people just forget? It's a distant memory. It's as if it never happened. Just last year alone. You're dealing with a system that has not scammed a soul out here. Don't talk to me about a bear market low and price. We understand that comes with the game. Charge it to the game. Everything goes up and down and in between. Charge it. That's called life. These markets are made up of who? Robots and people. What are we talking about? Mostly people. Until the AI creates a presence where it's just going to be a whole this crazy situation. But that's a different conversation. Deep learning, machine learning, that's a different conversation. But it's made up of people, man. Human beings, fickle, complicated, contradicting, hypocritical people, man. It's us. We make these markets. Things go up and down. I don't care about it's so low, the price is so low. Are you not getting yield? Because this is the thing. When the bull market comes back, when it comes back, when it returns, folks are gonna look at this. It doesn't fail. It never fails. You look at these times where you're just like, oh, I wish I could have did such and such when the markets were low, when the prices were so cheap. I wish I could have did. You're gonna wish you could have did that again. You gonna wish you gonna do. You gonna wish. The world is greedy. Don't act like the bull market's never coming back. Y'all act like the bull market's never coming back. I don't understand some of y'all. You're crazy. You know, like what are we talking about? Like this is it. Crypto's just gonna be like this forever. That's how y'all think. You talk that you can't wait for the bull, but you really don't believe what you're saying because look at how you acted. You're trying to throw rocks at people who just want to hold on to what's been true, what's been battle tested, what's been proven to date. Why are you throwing rocks at people like that? You know what I'm saying? Why are you trying to dispel the real, dispel what's authentic, dispel something that the man even identified, and we want to call it ego, being, you know, capricious, whatever you want to call it. But look, it's Nobel Peace Prize worthy. There's so many things that have, you know, there's nothing new under the sun. We understand that there's so many things in cryptocurrency that are just copies of something else, iterations of something else. How many people came out and talked about to the community? And I saw it, and I was dealing with other communities in DeFi at the time. I wasn't a supporter of Hex in the beginning. Well, for the first 12 months, let's say the first 18 months of this joint right here, some of y'all don't know, and many of you do, who's been here, but a lot of you who are new don't know. Welcome. I welcome all new people. Come and listen and witness and experience what this DeFi thing has to offer. Right? Welcome you all. It's time to learn together, because no one person knows everything. But I digress. In the first 12 months, how many? Listen, man. PyraBank. You had promoters making jingles. But y'all remember PyraBank? I don't think y'all do. PyraBank, relaxing divs. Y'all don't even listen, man. Wise token. Y'all listen, man. So many folks came out trying to say that they're introducing something that pays better than Hex, that's all around better than Hex, that's more fair than Hex. Hourglass contracts left and right, talking about you can get more using that hourglass contract versus staking native and you know, using the Hex contract itself, hex.com/stake, whatever, UI. Where are those projects today? This was the first 12 months. PyraBank, relaxing divs, PyraBank, relaxing. Folks are just like, oh yeah, throwing their monies all in these other places. At the same time, Hex was trying to prove itself. It was trying to build, you know, go excuse me one second. I'm back. Hex was trying to build. Hex was trying to prove itself. People didn't know. The majority of y'all didn't understand what T-share even is and how to even explain it and how it works. It took a while. It was a super experimental phase. But that same thing that had to be proven, that had to be battle tested, that had to go through a barrage of attacks, a barrage of insults. Gatekeeping is an understatement. It's still here today. It's still here today. And so the people that came and scammed the community are not supposed to feel away, and or they're not supposed to remember those experiences. They shouldn't have learned anything, right? You want to keep doing the same thing, looking for a different result, right? You want to just keep doing the same thing. You're not supposed to learn anything, right? You're not supposed to grow from mistakes. Hex didn't operate in a way to present to the world that it's been an extreme failure, a mistake. No. The community then and the community now has grown exponentially. Granted, it's not as large as other communities, but it's grown. I, for one, could say that because I wasn't here the first 12 months. And I learned a costly, very most valuable lesson. Not engaging with the contract, not allowing that contract to work on my behalf, not whipping it, clicking send, locking whatever I have to lock to then mine and earn nothing but glorious every day. You know what type of peace that affords you? I don't think many of you know, because a lot of people, they just they just want the allure of just excitement, right? You want to chase something. You can't help yourself. You can't help yourselves. Hex is too boring. What do you mean? What do you mean you just gotta lock up your thing and mine it or publish it? Can't say staking anymore because some 3-letter agency is gonna look at you in a funny way. You know, go after you in your dreams, boogeyman nightmares. It's too boring. Like what? What? It's not just about earning yield every day too. Like the more you look into it, you're just like, not only you're earning yield, you might look at something that gives you a sort of like an estimate or you have an idea. But guess what? Over a period of time, you end up with more than what the estimate showed you in the beginning. Why? Because life. Folks decide, you know what? I'm out of here. I'm a end stake and I don't care. And guess what happens to all those penalties? Guess what happens? You get a piece of that action on top of your regular cha-ching. So it's cha-ching on top of cha-ching and cha-ching and cha-ching, ching, ching. Endless cha-ching for as long as you agree to, you know, to lock your thing up, to lock it. What are y'all talking about? And I'm supposed to dismiss that and welcome new ideas from 300 other people who want to come into the community and talk to me about their thing is going to do better than Hex. I'm a poor, disgustingly failure of a gambler. I don't gamble and win. Well, you think I don't play cards because I don't win. I don't go to the lotto and mega ball, powerball scam, corruption. No, because I get got every trip. Every time I go and do a little scratch off, you think I win? No. But I'm supposed to dismiss those experiences. Dismiss the fact that if I would have degened into some Pyrobank, relaxing divs, Axion, relaxing divs, Wise Token, relaxing divs, Hexy business, relaxing. If I were to have just gambled my hard-earned dirty fiat into those things, oh no, but you know, those things are supposed to provide more and be better than Hex. You think I would have been in a better position? Come on, folks, y'all gotta think. You have to think. You have to use your brain. You have to use your brain. You can't act like history didn't occur. Because if you do, you're doomed to repeat it. It's just what it is. And people just simply can't help themselves. This is a bear market, and this is the one of the sweetest bear markets in crypto that I've experienced yet. Like I'm staying with it. Stay with it. What you know about staying with it? And true to yourself, true to the core, true to what you're learning about what's real and what isn't. There's nothing fake about that. There's nothing fake about 100% uptime. Then the man decided, you know what? I'm gonna present an L1 because Ethereum is just leaving so much to be desired, man. 2021 fees were disgusting, nasty. It was nasty work. 2022, nasty work. Nasty work with the fees. Nasty. So what do? Do a sacrifice phase. Do creative with it. Who else called their thing you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call it, flip it and bounce it. No one did it like that. And guess what? How many other people followed suit? Oh, sacrifice phase? Oh, we conjure up something too. See, when I launched Lashinanen, I didn't ask y'all for a dime. I walked into this existence through a different portal, millennia, and said, here's Lashinanen. I didn't siphon anything from anybody. I didn't jump on anybody's stream talking about, yes, I am the new figure in town, and I need you to buy into my intelligence, my experience, and my foolproof of an idea. Give me your money, all of it, because you don't need it. I know what to do with it. I didn't do that. Many have, and you bought into it. You bought into it. And then you're looking at folks that are just tired of getting rocked to sleep, right? Tired of being lied to, tired of being taken advantage of, tired of being robbed. You have no recourse. You can't go to any type of crypto police and say, hey, guess what? So-and-so rug pulled me. So-and-so robbed me. Can you help me? They'll laugh at you. It doesn't exist. What exists is corruption. That's what exists. What exists is when you talk a lot of crap and you act like you a phenom in crypto and you're a purported so-called millionaire in crypto and you put that business out there, you know what exists? Yeah. You becoming a bullseye and drawing the attention from the seediest of the seediest. It's documented. Folks have been taken out, purported millionaires in crypto, one by one. It's documented. That's just what they report. You don't even know what they don't report. Why? Because this is reality. It's about money. Y'all fools. If you think it's not, there's nothing kumbaya about this. Y'all be on some kumbaya now. I don't even understand that. The world is kumbaya, you telling me? What are we talking about? What are you talking about? Kumbaya, nothing. Kumbaya in the words of Snoop Dogg back in the early 90s. Kumbaya, these nuts. Because that's just immaterial. That's just not a non-factor. What are you talking about? Is the world at large kumbayaing and respecting your money, your dirty fiat right now? No. Act like it's going to be different in crypto. Y'all are bugging out. So you forget it. Like, okay, for you guys that love to gamble and you are successful in gambling, what you going to put your money on? You're going to put your money on somebody who was a little quirky, very intelligent, smart, and strategic in what he does and creates this thing that's 100% uptime? versus what? Versus what, son? Versus what? It's so weird because even some of y'all quote unquote builders understand what this is all about too. You understand the game. This is why you do what you do the way you do it. You created something that attached itself to the actual token that operates flawlessly because you have presence of mind and wherewithal, and you were astute enough to say, oh, wait a minute, man. Let me connect to this wave in a certain way, man. Let me stick to certain principles and do this and launch this and do it this way because this has been tried and true. This works. Not some old next level, whatever outside, whatever you trying to, whatever bring your narrative. It hasn't worked. It's not. It's just like whatever, man. It's not. So you know what? You're a good gambler. You gotta take your chances with the winner, who's been winning. Don't tell me about 99% correction because the whole market is looking disgusting. It's disgusting in these streets. Don't talk to me about none of that. Oh, well, you 99% down. You 99% down. Look at the market in general. Look at the market in general, period. Miss me with all that. You know, experience is a great teacher. It just is. You got builders who've attached themselves to the Hex protocol who have also made mistakes. They made mistakes. It's not something that's like an attack. They owned up to it, yo. Like you have people who created coins that are bonded to the Hex token who have made mistakes, errors with their coins, with their projects, with their contracts, with whatever going on. Bugs were discovered. Period. That's not a feeling. That's not an opinion. That's a do your research. Do your Christian Dior. Stay with it. And I'm talking about person who I respect after Richard is, it is what it is. That's dude. He made a mistake. You know how hard it is to deal with that on your conscience if you're really trying to put your best foot forward and you understand there was a flaw discovered. You know what I mean? That's a stain on your reputation. But continues to keep moving forward and doing what you got to do to help the community and salute to that. But a mistake was made. That's the thing. That's the one point, because you always got a question now when you're moving forward. Oh, you sure that whatever you got going on is going to be, because, history is showing something. Yeah, you got to question these. You can't say that about RH. See, y'all, listen, man. This is not hard. It's not about, I don't like builders. What? Builders and developers. No. If it weren't for the developers, if it weren't for people who knew how to make this thing work, we wouldn't be here right now. So salute to the developers. Try something else, right? What's the next narrative? Stop lying. I'm trying to dupe the people to go join your flock to destruction. You're leading them to slaughter. That's crazy. That's what they're doing. I don't feel like getting slaughtered. I don't feel like allowing my loved ones to get slaughtered. I don't feel like allowing the people who I've onboarded to experience destruction in their little crypto experience. I'm not in this for that. I'm not in this to get people to get rocked to sleep, to get scammed, to get duped by people who don't know what they're talking about. The man saluted a year ago. The man saluted somebody on a live stream and told that person to brag, because that person came with pseudo accolades and some kind of experience. in whatever industry, technology industry, and what has that person done for his community to date? What has that Richard, right? Saluted your man Jacula. And what has Jacula brought for the last year? And but quick to talk about, oh, layer ones are easy to it shouldn't take 2 years with $1.7 billion, 1.7 billion to create a layer one. You can just, and this is the talk. It's not just Jacula saying this. This is the talk for many, many, many of these seed sowers of poison that talk, right? They talk. That's all they're doing, talking, creating division and strife. We'll say, oh, this could have been built easily, especially if you're just copy and pasting Ethereum. You could have just bought somebody for $100,000 from Fiverr and they would have done it for you. If it was so simple, if you could have done a better job, finish the thought. They could have did something, they would have done it. You could have did something better. Why didn't you do it? Right. I understand how this goes. Wasn't born yesterday. But a lot of people feel the need to insult the intelligence of their audience. They feel the need to dismiss and insult the experience of their audience just by virtue of common sense. Common sense is so lacking. Some people think that just because you don't want to risk your your time, your energy elsewhere outside of what's been winning, namely Hex, post-chain and post-Hex, what, 90 days old? What are we talking about? Just because you just want to focus on Hex, oh, you disingenuous. Get out of here. No, I'm genuine to mine. I'm genuine to my time. I'm genuine to my money. You're not. Again, nobody's going to respect yours more than you. I don't care what they tell you. It's just life. It's just what it is. Right? It's just what it is. You talk about money. That's not something that's wholly positive out here. It's not. Right? Because it sort of like creates the worst out of people, right? People become flustered. People become, they just foster just these negative emotions because they'll do everything they can to get their hands on some money. And will, on top of that, not want you to be successful. They'll not want you to have as much as they have, and they will most certainly not want you to have more than them, because that's how it is. That's how it is. Why do you think people brag and boast? And then those who brag and boast about how well they are and whatever, well, they'll tell you that you broke and not know a thing about you to make themselves feel good. That's what they do, because they lack so much inside from within, right? So they have to sort of like replace that void with material foolishness and fake accomplishments that they conjure up in their idea. You might have been very successful in something, got lucky, you put your $100 and then you amass your 10,000 eggs. Wow, boom, you did your million, and now the world can kiss your behind. That's how that works. See, people don't really know how to take care of themselves, right? They don't know how to really do the self-work, the self-care. A lot of these things that are introduced with Hex promote self-care, and folks forget about that. It's not just about a term that you see on paper, delayed gratification. Spell it. It's not just about what it means. It's about living it, right? Living your life. Like, stop worrying about certain things, because we have this thing here that can take care of your financial worries. So now, because for the fact that a great deal of world stress in the first world, those of us who live in capitalist systems, A great deal of our worries and hardships stem from money and financial distress. So we have a tool here because the world didn't catch on yet. So we still in the beginning stages. The infant, the baby's still crying, yo. Baby's gonna turn 4. I'm gonna turn 4 in December, still growing. So folks really don't know. Still going through the, bumps in the road. Folks don't know to catch on to the point where, boom, it's delivering things at such a rapid rate. Every day we already know it gets paid, but we also want to see the value increase, which is going to come over time, long term, not just today and next week. But folks forget about things, man. They forget. People are weird. Forget about history. You're doomed to repeat it. Stay with it. Stay with it. People are weird. I'm going to waste your time on Twitter all day, on social media all day. When you financially set, this is all you're going to do? Are you not going to allow yourself to be productive in your world today? Like, come on, man. Creating ego chambers left and right and doing this and that and that. And there's no, I'm going to be active. I'm still active. I'm active. Because an idle mind is a devil's playground. This is what y'all don't understand. When you have nothing to do and you feel like you have everything, you have nothing to do, guess what happens? Guess what happens? Right? You go inward in a weird way because you're not actively, positively encouraging and engaging in fruitful and beneficial activities. So you're just going to now, your mind's going to start turning. It's like being in a jail cell where all you have is your body and your thoughts. Nothing else. Your mind starts to wander because you just whatever. But the obverse of this is true. Being all wealthy and you're still alone, doing nothing, but jumping on the devices, trying to like conjure up, get some kind of attention. Even if it's negative, you feel whole. How about that? You're so empty. You deal with void. Such a big hole in your spirit and in your body that anything you could fill it up with will give you some type of relief, even if it's negative and destructive. Going against everything that we're talking about with this whole premise here, this Nobel Peace Prize thing, and how we have to act accordingly. The thing is already working for us. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? How are you going to live your life? People forget about that. You're going to live your life being glued to a device every day, price chart, this, that. Oh, who's talking shit about me today? Who's talking shit about, I don't agree with that. Let me go do this. Let me go do it. Nah. I say what I say to keep people on code. Keep you on a code. You don't have to listen to me because, again, I'm old. I don't know nothing. That's your job to really figure things out because I already lived a certain portion of my life. It's like, yo, man, I'm looking towards the golden years. But y'all who are young, millennial, Gen Z, Alpha, yo, the baton is in your hands. The baton is in your hands. Don't make the mistake that folks like me and my generation have done, man. We haven't messed up everything, but some of the great stuff we have, we're imparting it to you. Take it and run with it. Run with it. Because a lot of folks don't know what they're talking about. They're not speaking, with the best intention. They're not talking truth. If it doesn't resonate in you and your intuition doesn't just really align with what's being said, that's for a reason. It's for a reason. And that's what you find here. In a period where they say it's at the low, we don't know if we reach the bottom. Everybody's just worried, not everybody, but people are just depressed, anger. You got these weird charts that people say, what stage are we in now? What stage of the depression are we in now in this bear market? Like all that negativity, what's that doing for you? What's that doing for your spirit? Is that allowing you to be motivated? No. What is that inspiring? How is that giving you an opportunity to see, oh, yes, let me just wake up and go do something great for myself? No, because every day you're just hearing, oh, depression phase. We're in level negative 3 million in depression phase. We might have to go even lower. What is that? What is that? Stay with it. You didn't hear that song? You didn't hear Stay With It? Pulse chain on RH Max, Westcott's latest thing, uplift your spirits in this weird time, man. Because still we're here, we're blessed. That's it. Because look, because a lot of y'all forgot. A lot of y'all forgot. You don't believe. You really act like you wish, but you don't believe that the bull market is going to return. The bull market is going to return just like the sun rises after every storm. After the clouds clear, you see the sun shine. That's how the bull market is going to return. It just doesn't work the same. It doesn't work the same, right? Because we have to catch up to the divine. Because we always mess things up. But when the bull market comes back, you're gonna look at this time and be like, man, what was I doing back now? I'm wallowing in misery for what? Whose misery? Listening to rhetoric from people who don't care about you, who thinking they doing you a favor. They're not doing you any favors. You do yourself a favor and lead yourself and study and understand what you're doing, understand what you own, understand how these things work. Do yourself that favor. No one's going to do it for you. Don't care who they are. A lot of y'all should know this by now. And not just talk about it. You should live it. Be about it. Seriously. And not flip-flop. 1 minute you're RH Maxi, the next minute you don't know what the fuck you are. The next minute you're RH hater, the next minute you're in between, the next minute you would, and then you're vocal about it. So you're looking crazy in these streets. A lot of y'all do that. Forgetting that people are listening. People are looking. They're looking for guidance. They're looking for different ways to uproot themselves out of whatever low condition that they live in. Listen to you, and then they're going to end up even more messed up. Listening to flip-floppers. What we talking about? I've been constant and consistent. I could talk my stuff. Because I know I know what to talk about and what not to. It's a fact. I don't care. It's what it is. That's me. Not perfect. I just learned from my mistakes. I learned from my mistake. It took me a long time to understand certain things, man. Y'all have the advantage, those of you who are young. Millennials, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, soon after Gen Z. You're more than fortunate and blessed. Look forward to the future. That's super bright. Because a lot of us here, we don't know what we're doing. Misguiding ourselves. You think we're going to give you proper information. A lot of us are misguided within our own self. We don't even know which way we're coming or going. It's true. You can see it reflected in what's going on in the space. Among different communities. That's why I respect the youth. I respect the youth. They are really the keys to the future. Because they can see and adapt to things quicker than we can. We mess things up, break the plates, y'all go fix it. You know? The next person that comes behind Richard and does something that's Nobel Peace Prize worthy, 100% uptime operation, flawless operation, blah, 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 no admin keys, all that crazy fly shit, all that fly good stuff that keeps us winning, that person is going to really receive the recognition and adoration that RH receives. This is what it is. That's the real deal. That's the truth. It's like everybody, it's just the truth. What are you talking about? What are we talking about? Not going after some wannabe people who just, whatever in their lives. They're trying to come into the space and talk some sweet talk and try to get you to give them their money. How many projects we still wait? Y'all, not even we, because I didn't. How many projects y'all still waiting to see come onto Pulse Chain that's been sitting, in talk since the early sacrifice phases? How many of them? How many projects right now still waiting? Shout out to those that did launch. But how many of y'all that got the millions and millions and millions, that gave them millions, still waiting? How's that? How is that? I don't care. Y'all must be scared. I'd be shaking in my boots if I didn't have my T's crossed and my I's dotted. I'd be shaking in my boots too. I'd be quiet. I wouldn't say nothing. I would hold it down because you got the scrutiny now from these shady entities that are looking. They're looking to see where could they get some money, who they can scare to death so that they could get money from and make an example of. A lot of you guys that you sacrifice this, sacrifice that, threw your money at these people. These people, where they at, what they doing, what they doing. If they come and they bring good work, that's a plus for, and that's a win benefit for everybody. If they don't, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on with liquid loans? What's good with Power City and all that? What we doing, Mintra? What we doing? I don't care about some update of an update. I don't care about no stream talking about some forever spaces, some whatever blogs, whatever. I don't care. Oh, you don't understand and this and that. Y'all got the bread. Y'all got millions. What are you talking about? What are you doing? Oh yeah, because it was supposed to be, a certain time after the post chain launch, and people are waiting. People are waiting. And on top of that, did you cross your T's and dot your I's with the entities that are now hovering like a black cloud over the space, over Richard and everything else? They want to see how wide Richard's reach is and the tentacles. You don't think they're gonna just, oh no, but that's just Rich. No, okay, you can believe that if you want. They're looking for money. They're gonna look for everywhere. Oh, there was a sacrifice. Oh, Richard wasn't a part. Oh, you sacrificed for liquid loans. Oh, Power City. Oh, some Mintra. Oh, X, Y, and Z, and 147 or 200 other projects. Oh, what we doing? What's this? What's this? Did you knock on our door and did you let us know you were doing this? All right. Is this above board? Because they're corrupt too. All that going on, and you just said nah because you got sidetracked into all that because Hex is just too boring. Yo man, it's disgusting. Disgusting. Shivering. Y'all quiet. I don't want to hear your puppets talking on. I don't care for your puppet speakers and all that either, man. They don't lend comfort anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who they are. How many people just jump ship from liquid loans? The faces of liquid, that was crazy to me. Wasn't that a red flag? And I was telling y'all about that. Richard didn't care about some liquid loans. He didn't care. Because history has shown other people came and robbed from the community. Why is he going to give y'all props? He hopes you guys are awesome, like he said 2 years ago, damn near. But what happened? And it's not personal. It's just real. I respect my money more than anybody ever can. Just like you should respect yours too. So it's not impersonal. It's just what it is. Told y'all. So I hope y'all got your affairs and some Power City. Yo, I hear Power City is so widespread. Like they got so many things going on. It's like, yo, what are y'all doing? And I don't care what public, what speakers you got talking on you, but who cares about none of that? That means nothing. Where's the people? Where's the ROI? Where's the money? Yo, show me the money. That's what I don't care about none of that rhetoric, right? And I didn't sacrifice because I know better. But sometimes you got to talk about what people are thinking because people sometimes are afraid to talk. It's really what it is. I don't care. Oh, no, update of an update, this testing phase of the beta, of the sub beta. This is beta 0.344, and we're going to reach beta 0.3445 in about another, the next quarter. And because, the final stages of the testing beta is going through a grueling process. And then we're going to look for the first auditing phase of a slew of auditing phases. And then it's going to be the final beta. What do we... Look at Jacula's ecosystem. Jacula, from what I hear, is not even talking about his thing anymore. He talk about BTC. He jumped on BTC and ordinals and all that. You see, and people are always looking for something to gravitate towards, to hold on to. They got die-hard Zen believers over, die-hard. Within 9 months, 10 months, they became die-hard. Like, they'll go down to the death, like they'll, the ship was gonna sink to the bottom of the ocean, and they're gonna be going down with it. That's how unsuspecting, naive thinking, and gullible people are, and folks take advantage of that. And I know since then, because that was like a bad look for Richard. He told the man, yo, give your pride, yo, brag about you being the 21st brick in the Furu building. Brag, Dr. Furu. Brag. That didn't go well for Richard at all. At all. And since then, you think that, and he can't help himself. Because who wouldn't want to attach to somebody and who, what I'm saying? You think it's lonely? You think it's not lonely at the top? I'm sure it is. I don't know how he lives. I don't know anything about him. He don't know me. Salute to him. Shout out for Hex. But you think he's really going to give any type of, tell somebody else to brag at any point in the near future? No, he got things to deal with. It's what it is. It's what it is. Y'all get all angry and tribe herd mentality and all that. Don't get angry at you know what I'm saying? All you could do is get angry at yourself. You look at yourself in the mirror, because again, crypto, person to person, is you deciding to make the decisions that you want to make to deal with whatever you want to deal with. And all this man has done is given you the keys to be like in a position where you know what you know what's going on, you know what this is all about, and to keep yourself safe, relatively safe, and have a good experience with this thing. Rather than, people be victim of billions of dollars that were lost just in 2022 alone. And then he's talking about builders and all that. Builders what? Build what? Builders. Okay, keep building. When I was dealing with Ethereum, I wasn't mad at people building. I was mad and upset with folks like consistently rugging people. That was crazy to me, and that's going to continue. It's happened already in Pulse. I've already put the link in description in my previous videos with that. Communities that have, people, scammers ran through this community already, started rugging people. Collected sacrifices and everything. They rugged already active, modern day, real time. And these fools out here talk about some you're not. In any case, folks, you already know what it is, man. You already know. You're supposed to stay with it. Stay with what's true, genuine, and real. Stay with keeping your health on point. There's no point in talking about, receiving exponential gains if your health is failing. Live life. Enjoy yourselves as best as you can. Because it's hard out here. It's hard out here. You know what I'm saying? I'll catch y'all on the next one. Before I go, let me shout out to everybody in the chat. Because, Cookies in the building. Godfather, what's up? Dollar Joints Coin. Salute. Ted Defi. Said, period. You already. Dark Lover. 100%. Dark Lover's on it. It's me, Easy Liquid Loans. Must be scared at the moment. Tell me about it. Leverage and, stable coin, this and this strategy, that strategy, and da-da-da and yada-da. Come on, man. You think folks are waiting, right? Like, is that Jack Nicholson? No, that's not Jack Nicholson. That meme what that guy said, well, we're waiting with his eyes all wide open. They're waiting. Millions of dollars are given to these, you know what I'm saying? And it's, you can't expect anything from it because that's what it was, no expectations. But okay, where's the West? Where's it? Where? It's just updates of an update, announcement of an announcement, stream of an update for a future announcement of another announcement to another stream of an update. That's all they're doing until they stop doing it. And hopefully it's favorable. People could get their bread back. It's crazy. Anyway, take care, folks. I'm out. Be well.